Hi, I'm Kevin Diaz, and I'm going to tell you three things I learned and how I learned them and how it went. One would be how to deal in a big corporation. I've always worked in smaller companies, usually one person owner, where I was the next in command and basically in charge of operations. So it allowed me to really function where I was in control of all the moving parts. Uh, 5 years ago, I moved to a Fortune 13 company, and that changed the world that I worked in. Basically, there was a hierarchy, there was a normal chain of command, and I had a hard time being in that situation. I always thought I was the smartest one in the room. I always thought I knew was right, and I always pointed out my opinion pretty strongly in meetings, which led to me after about 6 months not being invited to meetings anymore. So luckily, I had a mentor that I worked with that helped me really frame how I do my work and how I bring my opinions to meetings. I learned about accountability and tracking, and you don't always have to be the loudest voice in the room, but you do have to show that whatever anybody else does, from a revenue perspective in medical field, my job is to be accountable for how that affects our cash flow. So using that power instead of using my voice all the time, I was able to mold conversations where I think really they were in a more appropriate and more productive manner. Um, when I learned that, although it was frustrating because I still think I'm the smartest person in the room, it was helpful to me where I was able to now navigate the corporate ladders in this company and still make sure that I brought the best quality product I could out. My second example is raising my kids and being a good dad. Um, I wasn't great at it because I was a working man and I burnt myself out at work every day. My wife, on the other hand, is incredible at it, and she is definitely more of a giving person and a person that's open and willing to really be there for people. I'm more about me, if you say that, a lot of times, because in some ways that's my job is to earn money for the family. But I need to be a good dad. So my wife and I talked a lot about things I could change to be able to learn and be a better dad and a better father to my kids, my three kids. Um, one of the things that I've learned is that I need to stop once in a while and actually listen to my kids. Just because I had a bad day or just because I have work to do doesn't mean my kids don't deserve 5 minutes of my time to express themselves without me teaching them a lesson, fixing their problem, or redirecting them to something else. So that's really what I learned. Um, Once I started doing that, it was amazing that I felt much better as a dad, much better as a person, and much more confident that I could do the things my kids need me to do. The third thing is playing guitar. Um, Guitar, I've always wanted to play since I was very little. Um, Never had money for lessons. My parents never had money for lessons, but my mother had a guitar and a guitar book. So I decided that I was going to shut myself in a room and day after day after day, I read that guitar book and practiced and practiced and practiced. And I made up my own chords. I figured out stuff. I stole stuff from anything I could find to make sure that I could learn how to play guitar. That took about 9 months before I actually could play. But after that, I gave me the ability to be able to play because I learned it on myself to be able to wing my way through kind of any song. That was important to me because, excuse me, I don't play guitar to be on stage. I play guitar for fun and to sing songs and to be around a campfire. And once I was able to do that, I really think that it helped me be able to express myself, be able to have fun, to be able to have people around me have fun, write goofy songs with my kids. So that was nice. All three of these have in common that I really had to change my thought pattern to be able to accomplish them. It was important for me to know that I'm not stuck in my own little world, just me. That there's people around me, there's things around me, there's things I need, there's things my family needs, or things that people at work need. And if I accommodate those, then things work out better for me. Um, I would say the thing I enjoyed most was being able to be around my kids. That was important to me because I didn't want my kids to grow up and not know their dad, or not have the ability to laugh or joke with me, or hang out, or feel sad, or feel happy, or give me a hug because I was too stressed to be at work. So that's my story. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later. Bye bye.